Hey guys, I saw this picture of, okay, listen, don't kill me. Don't kill me. I don't know how to pronounce her name because everybody pronounces it differently. But I'm just gonna say Zendaya. So I saw a picture of her makeup and it was so pretty. Like, I love it so much. And the picture is actually right here, the picture that I'm referring to. So I saw it in a magazine, I ripped it out, put it on my wall just because it was pretty. I was like, this is so pretty, and it's so like YouTube because it's a cut crease. So I thought, why not? Like, this is the perfect opportunity to do something like this. So here I am, and that's exactly what I'm going to do for you today. Yeah, I'm not gonna talk forever. I'm just gonna go right into the video. So thanks for watching, guys. Okay, so the first thing that you want to do is definitely start with a primer. Now, starting with a cream primer is probably like the best thing to do, just because you definitely want it to be lighter than your skin tone because you want the colors to be able to show. So that is why I'm using a light paint pot. This one is Painterly by MAC. So now I am starting to sketch out where I want my cut crease to be. So obviously with the cut crease, you want it to be over your natural crease. So you can just look into a mirror, see where your natural crease is, and mark kind of above your natural crease. So what I'm doing is just, see, I'm looking into the camera, so I'm just basically sculpting out the same crease that I have, but above my natural crease. You know what I mean? Oh my god, I'm so bad at explaining this. So still, I'm doing this to my other eye now. I'm going above my natural crease and kind of curving this around just to make a mark. This doesn't need to be perfect at first. This is just a sketch. So I'm using a angled brush, and I'm using actually what I used in my brows here. So it's the Giorgio Armani paint pot thing. So that's what I use. And now here I am just going back in with my paint pot again because it's a lighter color than the one that I already put down, and I'm going to make this a cleaner line now. And that's how you go back and you clean it up, and that's the reason why your line doesn't need to be perfect when you first do that little sketch. It's kind of just like a mark to see where you're at and see if the line that you did is above your natural crease. So this is probably going to take you just like a little while to do. And now I'm going to use the peanut butter color from the Too Faced Semi-Sweet Chocolate Bar Palette. And I'm not really being too neat again. This doesn't need to be perfect because I could always just go back under that line that I drew and clean it up with the paint pot again. So now I'm just making that line darker, the line that I drew from my crease. And I'm just darkening it up. Like I always say, it's always better to go back and add on color than to put on too much. So now I'm just trying to blend this out as much as I can. But as you can see, well, after I do this, after I make sure this line is a little bit darker than it was before, I'm actually pulling my brush upward because it's easier to make that like shadow gradient effect. So I'm lightly pushing the brush upward, as you can see. I'm kind of stroking the brush up, so that way it looks gradient and it looks like that line is fading out into a lighter color. So that's why I am pushing the brush upward, and as you can see, as I keep on doing this, it will get more gradient and more gradient. So now here I'm just blending it out even more with a smaller brush. Now I'm doing it again. I'm going back and I am just stroking the brush upward so that way I get a gradient effect. Using an angled brush like I am here, it will kind of take you longer. I mean, you can use a bigger brush than this to create the gradient effect, maybe like a pencil brush or something like that. But the reason why I chose this brush is because I didn't want too much color and my eyes are kind of small. So if I did use a pencil brush to do this, it would just be way too much color. So that's why I chose to just stick with this brush and keep on stroking the brush upward, flicking it upward, because my eyes are smaller, so I didn't want it to be I didn't want it to get too dark, so that's why I did this. And then as you go back and you add that peanut butter color, it will all start to look like something. And especially when you go back and you clean that cut crease up with with your lighter paint pot like I am right here, it's really going to start to pop and look like something. So that's why in the beginning you really don't need to be that neat, because you could always just go back and clean it up. So the little cut crease sketch that you do in the beginning shouldn't be like a problem, because you could always go back and fix it, just as long as you don't do it too high. But I'm pretty sure it's easy to measure. It should just be a little bit above your natural crease. So yeah, that's what I'm doing here. I'm just taking the paint pot again and I'm cleaning up the mess that I made under that line. So now it will look cleaner. And then after I make sure the paint pot is down and it looks smooth enough, I will go back with a cream colored eyeshadow. And I am going to put the cream colored eyeshadow all over that paint pot. So I'm going to put it in that area just to make it look lighter and more clean, more smooth. And now I am using a gel liner, and I'm pretty sure this one is L'Oreal. I really like this one. This is like my favorite gel liner. And I'm going to make this wing thick, because I want a thick wing here and I want a big wing. So that is exactly what I'm going to do here. And now I'm just starting my wing, dragging the brush back inward. This is how I do it. Everybody does their wing liner differently. I do have a video specifically just for how I do my wing liner. So that's what I'm doing here. And this is what the eyes ended up looking like, just to show you. Now for skin, I'm going to spray my Smashbox Primer Water, which I love, then Maestro cream like I always use. And for foundation, I'm going to use Nars Sheer Glow. I haven't really been liking this foundation at all lately, but I don't know, I'm going through something with all my foundations. I don't like any of them right now. So yeah, but that's what I'm using in this video, and I'm doing the same thing that I always do, same way I always apply my foundation, just regular, really no special technique. I just use a brush to put it on. Now concealer, Decay Naked, like I always use. And yeah, I'm just gonna blend it out with my beauty blender. Make sure I have that really blended in the middle of my forehead too, because I don't want my face to look unbalanced if I just make my two under eyes look very light and then I don't do my forehead. My face looks weird. So you definitely want to make sure you always do your center of your forehead too. Now I'm going to use a bit of my Charlotte Tilbury sculpting powder, and I'm also using the Charlotte Tilbury brush for that, and I like the brush a lot. It's really good. I actually really like this powder. I've been using it for a little while now. And this is Peachykeen by MAC. You know I like MAC blushes. That's all I really wear is MAC blushes, I think. Yeah, I do. But yeah, I love this color. It's like a pink. It's got some shimmer in it. It's really pretty. So now for my glow, I'm going to use the Anastasia Glow Kit. And I'm going to use Dripping in Gold and Bubbly. And I like this highlighter. I like the way that it photographs and the way it looks on camera. Not crazy about the way it looks on the skin though. So I'm going to spray my Smashbox Primer Water, and then after I did that, I'm just putting on mascara here, so you can't even see me, but that is what I'm doing here. And here I'm just taking selfies. I stopped to take pictures so I could see what my makeup is looking like, and I just thought it was so funny that you could actually see what I'm doing in the camera. Like, I forgot I was recording. So yeah. Then last but not least, I forgot the step to put brow gel on. So that's the last thing that I did, and that is all. Okay, so that is the end of my video, and thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys so much, and leave me some comments so I could read and get back to you guys. So thanks for watching again, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.